Ark founder Cathie Wood is once again defending her decision to dump Nvidia shares in January before its blistering rally. First, she spoke on Bloomberg, and then she took to Twitter. She said that the world's most valuable chipmaker is, quote, priced ahead of the curve. Let's get over to Bloomberg Opinion columnist Shuli Ren, who wrote a really fantastic piece on this. Highly recommend everyone go and read it. Shuli, let's spoil it for our viewers, what you have in your piece. What do you make of those comments from Cathie Wood?
I think if she just didn't defend herself at all, it would sound actually better. I mean, her defense comes across really weak. She said, oh, we discovered NVIDIA's AI potential as early as 2014. Then the counter-argument is, why don't you hold on to it and capitalize on the future AI boom, right? She missed the whole ride after ChatGPT was launched last November. Why did she sell in January? And also, Cathie Wood talked about NVIDIA's valuation, saying 25 times forward sales is too high. But historically, she has never shied away from high valuation before. I mean, she has $3,000 for Tesla, $1 million for Bitcoin over the next decade. So she just comes across very weak. She basically went off her usual talking points and tried very strenuously to defend herself.
And this is the thing. If I, for example, were to just hold the cues, I would have made 11% in 2 consecutive weeks by not picking and choosing. So when you look at someone like Cathie Wood, who has an actively managed tech fund like Ark, I mean, how do they compete when, again, I can just hold the benchmark and I can capture some of those gains from Nvidia?
Yeah, she has a really tough time. I mean, in 2020, she was doing very well. That at the beginning of the pandemic, right, when the Fed was like pumping the market with liquidity and offering 0% interest rates. So investors are willing to pick whatever, flying cars, this and that, small cap stocks. But nowadays, investors, they see the strength of AI and its potential, but they also want to play it safe. As a result, they want to buy the biggest tech companies that have exposure to AI. And it puts Cathie Wood in a very tough spot. She cannot just say, okay, I'm also buying Nvidia and the Microsoft. And then investors say, why do I want to buy Ark? I can buy QQQ for much cheaper, right? So she has a tough time trying to be a stock picker in a market that's, after all, still very cautious and conservative.
So, I mean, what now, I guess, when it comes to Cathie Wood, because this is such a large part of her reputation of, okay, I'm going to buy things even if they're expensive, even if it's Tesla around a really large premium, I'm still going to hold on to it. I guess, where does she go? I mean, she clearly is in defensive mode. I mean, would it be awkward to start buying Nvidia now and putting it in the portfolio? You know, I just kind of wonder how you repair from where she's at right now.
She is in a quite awkward spot. Say like NVIDIA falls by another 20% or whatever. Like then she could buy on dip and say, okay, actually 20 times forward sales is not that bad. But I think she should just hold on to her key conviction. Tesla is a major trade for her, right? And just say, okay, perhaps we missed the AI boom, but we still latching on to the electric vehicle boom, or like the Zoom's working from home tradition. I think she doesn't have to spot every theme, right? She just had to spot some themes, right?
Yeah, that's certainly fair enough. And then when it comes to about a minute here, Shuli, when it comes to the macro, applying it over this, because she says she cares about the macro now, how do you look at that? And again, just less than a minute here.
I think small cap stock pickers are left in the dust because the rally we are seeing this year is pretty much big tech rally. It's a trade that has worked for pretty much the last decade, and risk-averse investors are going to continue with that, even though they see that the AI still has more potential.